Hello and welcome back. This is video 4 in my HighPoly X-Wing series. And in this video we're only going to be modeling two things, the shaded bits you can see right here. Just the cockpit and then the nose. So it's going to be a very short video compared to the others. But yeah, so if you learned something in this series, then please don't forget to like the videos and to subscribe. I'm putting out a bunch of Blender videos and I intend to put out a whole bunch more. Okay, so I'm going to begin with the cockpit. First, let me just rearrange my background images over here because it's a little off-centered. Okay, so I'm going to go to the vert selection mode and I'm going to select all of these vertices over here that's going to make up the base of our cockpit. Then we're going to hit Shift D to duplicate and then just right click to cancel the active selection and then P for separate and then I'll separate by selection. And now with these we can start building up the cockpit, but I'm not going to be adding any thickness at the moment. I'll add a solidify and modify later, and this is just going to help us, it's just going to make the modeling process a little more simple. Okay, so I'm going to begin with, oops, I didn't mean to do that. So I'm going to begin with this, making this part here, and then I'll extrude this. I'm also not going to follow my reference image too carefully over here. I'll just do what I know how to, what I know how to model this, because I've done it a few times already. Okay, so now we've finished this modeling. Last thing I want to do is just select all of these bottom verts and then extrude them on the x-axis just down to about there. And now we can now we can add a solidify modifier. And I think that default value looks alright. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so that's for the cockpit. Now we just need to model the nose of the nose cone, if that's what you'd call it. Kind of like a nose point, actually. Anyway, we just need to model the nose, and we'll do that now. Okay, so I'm going to model the nose a little bit differently. What I tried to do before was to grab a piece of this front section of the aircraft and then just model this around the nose like this, but it didn't work the way I wanted it to, so I'm going to do something a bit different. I'm going to add a new object. This is going to be a plane, and just so delete that, send the cursor to the center and then add the plane. Add plane, rotate y-axis 90 degrees. Then we want the origin point, because we're going to add another sharp edge to the nose, as you can see over here. So we want the sharp edge to be in line with the sharp edge on the main body, so that's over there, so make sure the origin point stays there. Now position this just about to the center over here. Okay, so going into edit mode. Let's start blocking this out, keeping minimal geometry. For now at least. Top image isn't very reliable at the moment, so I'll just use the front and the right side. The mirror modifier mirrored on the Z axis and will enable clipping. Then I'm gonna extrude this on the Y axis, Z, sorry. Just like this, adding geometry and then smoothing it out. Actually, let's get that edge loop, it'll be easier to, yeah, you'll see in a second. So now we're going to move this back here. And this as well. And now we can start adding some more geometry. Okay, so I'm gonna straighten these by selecting everything SY0 and then this as well, SY0. Now I'm gonna fill in these faces over here, these 2, 1 and 2, and now you'll notice if we want to fill this in, we have a triangle, we only have 3 verts, and we don't want this, we want to keep quadrant geometry. So what I'm gonna do is add in a loop cut over here, and the reason why we're adding this over here instead of over here is because adding it here will help us add holding edges to this hard edge we want here. So let's fill these in and I'll show you what I mean now. There you go. Same thing over here. Add some holding edges over here and here. Now if I add my subdivision surface, you'll notice we have nice hard edges. This hard edge along here is exactly what we want, so I'm happy with that. Okay, just like that, that looks nice. Now let's just fill this in, extrude, scale down, and you can see it's not scaling on the x-axis as much as the z-axis. So I'll just drag this into about there. Add another holding edge over here to make that sharp. And there we have it. Enable smooth shading and that looks good. I'm happy with that. Give it the material of the rest of the ship and this one as well. Okay, so I'm not going to be modeling R2-D2 and these engine components, but you can see in my background images I'm going to be providing, it's very simple modeling, so you can do that. That can be like homework. And then this R2-D2 model, I actually got from BlendSwap, and I'll post a link in the description below for that. It really is a great model though, it's modeled really nicely. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it for the tutorial. Let me just add some lights and I'll show you it rendered. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you liked it, then please like and subscribe, and yeah. If you have any tutorial ideas or any advice that you can give me for improving my videos, I'd really like to hear it. You can just post in the comments below. Thanks for watching.